Halo Lur, selamat jumpa kembali bersama channel Rafiko. Terima kasih telah mengklik video ini. Admin doakan semoga semua selalu dalam keadaan sehat. Amin. Kali ini, kita akan menonton reaksi dari 4 reaktor saat memeriksa Alip Bata ketika membawakan lagu Godfather. Mari kita mulai Lur.
Other theme, Mr. Alip, here we go. Of course, he's gonna start right out the gate with freaking harmonics. Yep. Yep.
Yep. You see, Alip gets pissed off when he does it.
Yeah, he took an harmonica not perfect. It was
When it's not perfect, the harmonic, he's like you can immediately see it. He goes like a little like
no.
Yeah,
Makes the rendition that much more emotionally effective.
Yes. Kind of tame for him. Not that it was easy in any way that I would ever be able
All those
to play
harmonics.
That. Yeah, but yeah, the harmonics in particular are always just one of his his trademarks.
He knows all the tricks in the book. He wrote the book of tricks.
That he was fretting more than he normally does with the finger, so he did kind of slam down on some of the strings and fret them.
I was just entranced from start to finish, like
a couple more of those behind the nut bends were which is I'd be afraid to do that because I would imagine that eventually if you put
I'm so afraid of applying too much force and then just popping my string out.
That or like losing tune.
Yeah.
If you
because sometimes when I'm on stage and it's just like you're in the moment, you don't know your own strength sometimes,
right.
And all of a sudden it's like, oh, I broke a string.
It looked like he had just replaced the strings too because he hadn't cut them yet. They were all lost.
A little bit like squinting or moving.
It's acceptable, like one note, sometimes not perfect when you do this kind of stuff. I mean,
but it's also very hard to do on the acoustic because the strings are heavier than for instance, if you would do this on an electric guitar, right, with an effect. So the neck is softer, it's also easier to produce sound. You know that better than I do. So he's doing this stuff here. He demands also a lot from the guitar. I'm sure he has a little bit of effect also here, but still, it's much tougher to make those harmonics and those things with
especially like the notes that you play with the left hand, but you don't play it with the right because it's doing other stuff.
He seems like pissed that he cannot be 3 instruments at the same time, he's like, I can do this, I can do 4 instruments. So he really demands a lot from himself, but He manages pretty alright.
Big time, I would say. Yeah.
Which is something I sometimes don't do, but it drives me crazy having all that. Because when you move the head around,
I've been playing guitar since I was 13, and changing strings is something I still dread doing.
Yeah, I have to do it a lot,
especially as a bass guitarist, because the strings are so much thicker, and you have to wind them around, and you gotta make sure that when you're trying to wind them around and around the bend, they don't pop out, and then you gotta get everything, and you have to hold everything at a certain angle, and then it pops up, and you gotta do it, and you gotta reposition it all over again.
That's crazy.
Saat Alip Ba Ta membawakan The Godfather Theme dengan gitar akustiknya, 4 reaktor yang hadir langsung terpesona oleh permainan yang penuh kehalusan dan keindahan. Mereka terkagum-kagum dengan teknik fingerstyle yang digunakannya, yang mampu menyampaikan suasana megah dan emosional dari musik tema legendaris tersebut. Mereka menyebut interpretasi Alip Ba Ta sebagai perpaduan sempurna antara teknik tinggi dan ekspresi mendalam. Seorang reaktor pria yang ahli dalam musik klasik merasa sangat terkesan dengan keahlian Alip Ba Ta dalam menghadirkan The Godfather Theme. Ia mengamati bagaimana Alip Ba Ta dengan cermat menjaga dinamika dan nuansa dari setiap nada. Reaktor ini memuji kepekaan musikalitas Alip Ba Ta yang mampu menghidupkan elemen emosional dari lagu tersebut hanya dengan gitar akustiknya. Reaktor wanita yang berfokus pada analisis teknik gitar merasa terpukau dengan detail permainan Alip Ba Ta. Ia menyoroti penggunaan harmonik alami, transisi nada yang halus, dan kontrol ritme yang presisi. Baginya, Alip Ba Ta menunjukkan pemahaman mendalam terhadap struktur musik The Godfather Theme, dan berhasil memberikan sentuhan unik tanpa kehilangan esensi aslinya. 2 reaktor lainnya, yang merupakan penggemar berat film The Godfather, merasa bahwa penampilan Alip Ba Ta membawa mereka kembali ke suasana film. Mereka terkesan dengan bagaimana Alip Ba Ta menangkap rasa nostalgia dan dramatis dari musik tema tersebut. Mereka menyebut penampilan ini sebagai penghormatan yang luar biasa terhadap karya asli Nino Rota, tetapi dengan ciri khas yang hanya bisa dibawakan oleh Alip Ba Ta. Keempat reaktor sepakat bahwa The Godfather Theme adalah salah satu komposisi yang membutuhkan kepekaan tinggi untuk dimainkan, dan Alip Ba Ta telah melakukannya dengan sempurna. Mereka memuji kemampuan Alip Ba Ta dalam menonjolkan emosi melalui setiap petikan senar, membuat mereka merasa seolah-olah mendengarkan orkestra lengkap meskipun hanya ada 1 gitar. Para reaktor juga membahas bagaimana Alip Ba Ta selalu membuat setiap aransemen terasa begitu natural dan mengalir. Mereka merasa bahwa Alip Ba Ta memiliki bakat luar biasa dalam menerjemahkan komposisi kompleks menjadi sesuatu yang terdengar sederhana tetapi tetap kaya secara musikal. Mereka mengagumi dedikasi dan kerja keras yang pasti ada di balik penampilannya. Pada akhirnya, keempat reaktor sepakat bahwa penampilan Alip Ba Ta membawakan The Godfather Theme adalah salah satu interpretasi gitar terbaik yang pernah mereka lihat. Mereka merasa bahwa Alip Ba Ta tidak hanya seorang gitaris berbakat, tetapi juga seorang seniman sejati yang mampu menyentuh hati melalui musiknya. Penampilan ini meninggalkan kesan mendalam dan membuat mereka semakin menghargai seni bermain gitar fingerstyle. Itulah lur untuk reaksi kali ini. Sampai jumpa lagi di video-video selanjutnya bersama channel Rafiko. Terima kasih telah menonton.